guys, it's me, Maribel. I wanted to talk about how I saw a movie. It's called Lady Macbeth. I saw it on this Kodi. This movie starts how she is in a marriage and she doesn't seem very happy. It seems like her husband doesn't appreciate her. It seems like he doesn't pay attention to her. She's more like a property than wife. She looks miserable, and it's a movie that I started watching, right? There was a situation in the movie where the husband leaves and he goes out of town. She stays by herself. She's trying, in that moment, I saw that she was trying to find herself. She was looking happy. She was enjoying her long walks. She was eating more than she could. She was enjoying herself, and she seems very happy. She seems very happy without him. And then she meets this guy, is a young, wild, seems like her age, and it opens up like a sensation to her, a new opening, a new beginning to her life. And this guy starts sleeping with her. They start doing everything secretly. But she had a slave named Anna, and Anna, she knew what was going on. She kept it quiet. She didn't really tell anybody. So Lady Macbeth, she decided to, in a way, because she locked this door, and her father-in-law was in there, and he had a heart attack or a seizure, I don't know what it was, but she locked him inside that room, and she decided that she didn't want it, like, for him to be part of her life anymore. So that guy died in there. And he's an old man, so nobody suspected anything. And to me, I believe that she did that to protect her relationship with this guy, because her father-in-law was very questionable. He was I think he was like suspicious. He knew something. And then her husband comes back. While she was in bed with her lover, she put him away, she hid him in the closet, and her husband came in the room. She acted very ladylike, and she pretended that she was there, but her husband told her basically that he knew that she was with another guy, that she was cheating on him. And Lady Macbeth took her lover out of the closet, and they started fighting. Of course, her husband couldn't believe she did that. They're fighting until she defended her lover and basically killed her husband. After she killed her husband, they put him away. They dug him in the dirt. She killed his horse too, so nobody would know. So throughout the story, the more she killed people, the more I saw that this movie was not romantic at all. And the last person that she killed was this little kid, and this little kid supposedly was the son of her husband, and he was, I guess he was gonna get all his richness and everything that belongs to him was they supposed to, share it, and then he was living in her house too. And once she killed that little kid, and she did that, and it was her way to prove to her lover that she was protecting her relationship with him. Like, she just wanted to pleasure him, his lover, her lover, sorry. And at the end, I really didn't know what was going on. I remember that her slave, Anna, and her lover, which I forgot his name, they were sent away. And I guess she blamed them for the death of this child. And I saw that the movie ended like she was miserable and alone. She stayed alone, and it was just very weird how after all that, after all the killing, she ended up alone. And all of a sudden the volume of my TV went down, and I was trying to put up the volume, and I was like, I want to listen, like, what's going on with this TV. I put it all the way to 100. I couldn't hear anything, and I felt like it was a sign of God, like, stop watching that. So I was like, okay. So I took it off. I did saw the whole movie completely until it finished, and without no sound. And even though I didn't know what happened at the end, I believe it was that she blamed the death of this kid, the slave, Anna, and her lover. So they sent them away. I guess because they didn't show that part, I guess they killed them. And after that, I fell asleep, and I was like, okay, well, this movie, I was very upset, and I was like, well, I couldn't really enjoy it, and I didn't know what happened to, them. And I was just wondering, thinking about it. I couldn't stop thinking about the movie, and I fell asleep. And then I felt this evil presence in my room. And I was like, whoa, I woke up, and then I rebuked it in the name of Jesus. And the Lord told me, you have to be careful of what you watch on TV. I didn't understand why. I was like, well, it wasn't a scary movie. It wasn't. But in a way, everything that happened, of course, wasn't from God. Lady Macbeth became a murderer. She became an adulteress. Then the Lord told me, and I wrote it down, to talk about this and to warn people that not everything that you see on TV is approvable. We have to be careful, because we have to remember that we're not part of this world. We're just here temporary. And the Bible states that Satan is also called the prince of the power. And the Bible states that Satan is also called the prince of the power of the air. In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 2. And in John 12:31, he is the ruler of this world. To say that Satan is the prince of the power of the air means that in some way he rules over the world and the people in it. And Jesus have taught me in so many ways to only watch Christian movies, to only listen to Christian songs, because even though it might be romantic, even though it might be a funny comedy movie, it might be a family movie, it has its double meaning. And it's always a misleading message. And in the long run, like, it could hurt your walk with God. And we always have to be careful, because Satan is very deceitful and never comes with his two horns and his devil's suit. Like, he will come in as a rabbit, like a little bunny, and trying to come in, and you will not know what he's trying to do. We have to be careful of what we watch, like I said, in the movies, all types of movies, all types. We have to be careful when we listen. All these songs, they have their, like, this evil message. Like, even if it's a romantic movie or a romantic song, like, in some way, the devil always tried to remind you of the past. He always trying to put you in the, like, sad, like, oh, you don't have this anymore, and you want this type of relationship, the movie relationship, and some certain songs, romantic songs, it reminds you of the past, and God doesn't want that from you. He doesn't want you to be sad. He doesn't want you to remember the past. And yeah, that's why I think everything happens for a reason. I think that when he told me to like, stop, like, you have to be careful of everything that you watch. And I believe he taught me, like, yeah, not all movies show or portrays that is good or bad, Like, you wouldn't know until you actually see the movie.